Hey friends, welcome to our craft time. I want to take a minute to make sure you have all the supplies to make our lovely Yarnicorn. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is printed off, either on cardstock or some thick construction paper, your unicorn head and, of course, a unicorn horn. If you don't have a printer, you can also draw something like this on a piece of paper or a piece of foam, whatever you would like to use. You're going to need some paints. I'm going to be using pink and purple. Well, I don't have pink, so I'm going to mix together red and white to make a little pink. And then I also have kind of a sparkly, shimmery purple. What colors do you think you'll use on your unicorn? That's great. You can use any color of the rainbow. Pink, yellow, green, purple, red, blue, anything that's magical and helps you feel like you have a special connection with your one-of-a-kind unicorn. You're going to need some scissors. You're going to need a hole punch, a paintbrush, a black marker, and some yarn. I have a couple different loose pieces of yarn here in this bag. The other thing you might want to add when you're done is maybe you have some fun foam stickers, or you have some little gemstones, or even a googly eye if you want to put a googly eye on your unicorn. So make sure you have all of your supplies ready and then come back and we'll continue this video. Hey, welcome back. It looks like you're ready to go. I've gone ahead and angled my camera down just a little bit, so I'm going to peek at you like this. But I want you to be able to see what I'm working on here below. So the first thing I did is I cut out my unicorn head and my unicorn horn. And I'm actually going to flip them around to the side that doesn't have the black lines so that won't show up on my finished piece. Go ahead and cut yours out now, and I'll show you what the next step is. While you're cutting, don't forget, take your time and try to stay on those black lines as best as you can. If you need to ask a parent for help, go ahead and do so now. Once you have your unicorn head cut out, and remember, we're going to use the side that doesn't have any black lines. You're going to go ahead and take your hole punch, and you're going to make some dots along this part of the unicorn head. This is where the unicorn's mane is going to be. Do you know what a mane is? Yeah, a mane is the horse's hair on top of its head. It typically runs down its back. So right here is where we're going to put a couple of dots, and we have to space them apart. Otherwise, they could tear. Let me show you what I mean. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a hole punch up near the top. Squeeze really hard. And then you should have a hole, just like that. I'm going to move it a little bit closer for you to see. Now I'm going to spread them just a little bit apart, but keep them on the edge of my paper, all the way down. You can do as many holes as you want. This is where you're going to tie your string for your unicorn horn's mane. All right. If at any point in time you feel like I'm moving faster than you, go ahead and pause the video. I can wait for you to catch up. All right. Once you have your holes punched, you're all done with that and can set it off to the side. Now, I don't like to wait forever for my paint to dry and then come back and finish my craft. So I'm actually going to do the yarn part before I paint. Got your colorful yarn? Go ahead and pull your yarn out, and we're going to cut a couple of pieces of different lengths, no longer than 1 foot long, to tie onto our unicorn. And I will, my yarn is all tangled. I will show you what I mean by that. So, this is my first 2 pieces of string, and this rainbow string is kind of crazy. It's crazy string. All right, so I'm going to cut this in half, and then I have 2 pieces, and you can see they're no longer than about 6 to 8 inches, so it shouldn't be any longer than a piece of paper. Okay, so there's my first 2. Ooh, look at this. This string actually looks just like a unicorn. It's rainbow string and it changes color as the string goes on. Isn't that pretty? Pink, white, purple. I'm going to cut a couple pieces of this because I really like how it varies in color. It also feels super soft. Do you like things sometimes that feel soft? I do. Like a soft pillow or a soft blankie. That makes me think of unicorns. Also, purple is one of my favorite colors. So I found this pretty purple string and I'm going to go ahead and cut a couple pieces of it. Ooh, pretty purple string. And you want to cut how many pieces, the number of pieces based on the number of holes you created on your unicorn. So my unicorn has 6 holes, so I need about 6 pieces of string. If you end up cutting more, you can always tie more on your unicorn. Look at this. This is blue and fluffy. Unicorns are fluffy. I'm going to take a piece of that. There we go. I think I have all my pieces of yarn. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There's all my pieces of yarn. That's gonna make my unicorn mane. Now to make my mane, I'm gonna tie each of these pieces inside these little holes here. If you don't know how to tie a knot, you can always ask for help. You're gonna take the string and push it through the hole. You can see I have the side with the black line facing you so that my knot is on this side so I don't see it when I'm all done. To make a knot, you're going to take your 2 pieces of string, and I like to stay near the edge here. So this side's short and this side is long. You're going to take your 2 pieces of string, you're going to crisscross, and use your thumb or fingers to tuck underneath. Just like that. Just like you're tying a shoe if you've done that before. And then I'm going to do it a second time, and that's going to make a knot. Now don't pull it too tight because you don't want to squeeze the paper between your hole and the edge. Otherwise it could tear. So just squeeze it just a little tight. And it should look something like this. There's my first piece of unicorn hair. You can do it, you can tie it on lots of different ways. You can change up the lengths, make it shorter or longer. I'm going to go ahead and tie these real quick and then I'll be right back with you. Hi there, I'm back. And look, my unicorn has a luscious mane. Now I like to pretend to be a hairdresser sometimes. Never cut your own hair, but you can cut your unicorn's hair. So if you think these are too long or you want them to be different lengths, just go on in with your pair of scissors and trim them up. I'm going to make mine just a little shorter. Ta-da! Just like that. Now it's time for some paint. Oh, guess what? I forgot to tell you guys one thing to bring. If you want to use this cutout for your unicorn horn, you're going to need to glue it on. And you can do that either before or after you paint. I might want to paint mine, so I'm going to glue it on now. So I got a glue stick, and I'm going to make sure that that black side with the black outline is the side that I am gluing down on my unicorn so that I don't see that black outline. Okay, let me show you what mine looks like. Ta-da! There's my unicorn. He's got his beautiful horn, and now it's time to decorate him. This is my favorite part. Okay, so I'm going to set my unicorn down, and I'm going to pick up my black marker. And here's where I'm going to make a fun unicorn face. I think my unicorn needs a pretty eye with eyelashes. Do you know how to do that? It's pretty easy. You're going to make a U and then draw some little lines out of it, just like some sunshine. So I'm going to make a U and draw some sunshine coming out of my little U. You can use a black crown, a black marker, a colored pencil, a pin, whatever you have around your house. But you want it to be nice and dark so that you can see the other things you draw on your unicorn and paint. See, it looks like a little sunshine. There's my unicorn's eye. I know my unicorn is happy. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get my paint ready. Make sure your surface is safe. They've got a way to protect the furniture and your clothing if you can. I'm going to go ahead and put just a little bit of paint here to work with on my unicorn as I make my unicorn. All right. So now is the fun craft time where we all get to work together. I'm using red, purple, and white. And I'm going to mix my red and white together. Do you remember why? What color am I trying to make? Pink, yes. Red and white make pink. So let me get my white. I'm going to put it in the middle. Oh, goodness. Come on out, white. Come on out. Sometimes my paint gets stuck. Do you ever have that happen? Oh, maybe I'll use my paintbrush to scoop some of it out, but not too much. I don't want my unicorn to get too wet. There we go. Now, when I go to paint my unicorn, I'm going to brush its luscious mane out of the way so that it doesn't get any paint on it. I only want to put my paint on my unicorn paper. So here I go. I'm going to mix my colors. Ooh, make a really pretty pink. And I'm going to start painting my unicorn. So my unicorn is going to have a pink cheek, kind of like a blush spot, because she's a little shy, happy but shy. And then I'm going to take some of my purple and I'm going to go ahead and brush so it looks a little bit like hair all the way down the side of my unicorn, down its back of its head, kind of up near where all of my strings are. And you know what? I'm going to mix some pink in there too, maybe a little red. Make it lots of different colors. I think if you spread it out like this a little bit more with different colors, it'll look even more like the hair on the horse. But on yours, you could draw hearts. You could color your whole unicorn, whatever you like. Your unicorn doesn't have to look just like mine. It's supposed to be individual and unique, just like you. You want your unicorn to represent who you are. The last thing I'm going to do is, since purple is my favorite color, I'm going to go ahead and put purple stripes on my unicorn's horn because I like purple. So let me move my unicorn over a little and I'm going to put some purple stripes. Oh, it's coming together. How's yours looking? I'd love to see it. That's beautiful. You are such an artiste. So I'm almost done. Here's my unicorn. The last thing I'm going to do is add this finishing touch, which are some of my sparkly stickers. If you don't have anything else and you're all done, make sure to let your unicorn dry before you play with it. Okay, so I'm going to take the back of these stickers off and I'm going to put the flowers in my unicorn's painted hair. I have a yellow one, an orange flower. Is anybody's favorite color orange? Do you like orange? And last but not least, a purple flower. All right. Ta-da! My unicorn is finished. Let me see yours. Oh, nay. Thank you so much for doing craft time with me. Take a picture with your unicorn and share it in our class feed. Have a great day. Bye.